everybody, it's Denise with another episode of How to Start Running for Beginners, and today we are talking about conquering our fears. So I run by myself most of the time, probably about 95% of the time. My husband runs with me occasionally, and then I run a few races here and there, but I run to spend time with God. And so there's really no pressure. I'm out there just enjoying His presence. I'm just loving being outside. And yes, sometimes I'll push myself. I'll go for a sprint, but it's not something where I feel any pressure. But when you sign up for a race, that is when fear comes into play. So I want to talk to you today about some tips and ways to conquer your fears. And so the first thing you need to do, and this may sound funny, but sign up for that race. That sometimes is the hardest step. I remember the first 5K I signed up for. I was so nervous, but you make that commitment. You decide you're going to do it. You're spending money. You're putting your name on that line, or you're hitting enter on the computer. You are doing that race. The next thing you do is you tell people that you're doing the race, because if you don't tell anybody, you might just not show up. So start telling people. Share your training plan. You're on social media if you're watching this. Share pictures of your runs. Tell people what you're doing, that maybe you had a great day, you got a personal best that day. But make a point to let people know that you're doing it. The next thing is be consistent. If you've got a training plan, make sure that you follow it. Eat healthy. Rest. Hydrate. You're going to feel better. You're going to be ready for that race. All right, so race day comes, or you're getting close to race day and you're getting really nervous. So what do? Well, for me, I'm a Christian, and so I go back to my life verse, which is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who gives me strength. So I'm going to go back through the things that I am afraid of from the beginning. So my fears are usually things like this. I'm afraid that I am going to be last. So let's look at that fear. Who cares if I'm last? As long as I finish the race, that's what's most important. Then another fear I have is, what if I trip? What if I fall? Well, you know what? If I trip and fall, just like in life, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep going. Another fear, well, what if I have to walk? Well, I'm going to try not to, but if I do, if I have to walk, I'm still going to get to the finish line. So you look at my what ifs, all these fears. What am I really afraid of? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm putting myself out there. And I'm going to tell you guys something. This is the honest truth. One of my biggest regrets is a race that I signed up for and I didn't do. My mother-in-law and I signed up for a race, I think it was 2 Christmases ago. And I love Christmas lights. And it was a Capital Holiday Lights in the Park Christmas race. And I was having a lot of anxiety about it. I was planning on doing it. But then it snowed that night. And I remember she went and I didn't. And you know what? There's nothing worse than the regret of not doing something that you really wanted to do it. I only hope that her and I get an opportunity to do that race again. But I'll tell you, the fear was so much less than the regret. I should have just put myself out there. So I'm telling you guys today, conquer your fear. Put yourself out there. Sign up for the race. Tell people about it. Be consistent. Take good care of yourself. Remind yourself you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Go over those fears and say to yourself, I'm going to punch fear right in the face. There's nothing I should be afraid of. And get out there and enjoy yourself, because you know what? You're going to do an amazing job. God bless you and have a great day.